Hey guys, hey! Welcome back to my channel. Today I am fasting, and it was recommended by one of my fellow friends here on YouTube. April and fam, they asked if I would do a video during my fast to talk about how I feel. And actually, I think right now, because it's my lunchtime, I think that's the perfect thing for me to do, because I started my lunch by watching, people I follow, all of my YouTube friends, and they're posting like delicious foods. And I know like 24-hour fast, it's not a big deal, right? I used to do 24-hour fast all the time before I started keto, and not even knowing it was fasting. I just would not eat at work because I had a lot of stomach issues. So and actually keto has helped me with that, oddly enough. That's for another story. I was never diagnosed with like, what's the word I'm looking for? This is what happens when you don't have your MCT oil in the morning. Oh, what is the word? What is it called when you go to the bathroom way too much? Irritable bowel syndrome. Oh my God, why was that so hard? Anyways, I was never diagnosed with IBS, but I'm pretty sure that I had it. Or something, or some sort of allergen, like a gluten intolerance. I don't know. But before, I could not eat anything without immediately needing to go to the bathroom, probably within 10 to 15 minutes of eating it, especially if it was a high fatty food. But sometimes it wouldn't even matter. It could be lettuce, but it was the things that I was also eating with it, I think. So there was something that was just really irritating my body, and it was embarrassing to go out to eat. It was embarrassing to eat at a restaurant, eating at home. I would eat and I would have to go to the bathroom immediately. I would have horrible cramps, and the urge to go to the bathroom was so immediate, and it was just TMI. It just was not a nice picture in the bathroom. So I started keto, and within the first week, that was gone. And I had not had, again, TMI, a solid bowel movement, and I don't know how long. And now it is very regular, and it's just amazing how changing of the diets can do things like that. So sorry for all that TMI. I mean, we're talking about fasting, and here I am talking about IBS. Today, while I'm fasting, I brought this Kettle and Fire bone broth beef. It's grass-fed. It's really good. There's 2 carbs per cup. I'm not like, and it's got 7 protein, 30 calories. Now this is under 50 calories, and they say anything that is under 50 calories does not break a fast. This is highly recommended bone broth while you are fasting. So I am probably not even going to drink a cup. I'm just sipping on it. It's just helping me. It's better when it's warm. Much better when it's warm. Mine is not warm because the ladies in the lunchroom are insane, and if you get near their microwaves at lunchtime, they will kill you. So I am drinking some cold bone broth, and it smells so good. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I was getting a little hungry looking at all the delicious food on Instagram and on YouTube, so decided I would just come update you guys, drink a little bone broth, and listen to music. So I'll update you guys later. La 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 la. Hey guys, it's me. You know this. Leaving work. Trying to leave the parking lot. Getting a lot of compliments and questions about keto. Compliments of how much thinner I look and how everybody can definitely tell that I've lost weight. And that's a good feeling. I'm pretty close to the 50 mark. 50 pounds lost. I think I'm at like 49.8. Hopefully after today I will be at 50. So on my way home, it is 4:30 p.m. I have until 6 o'clock until my fast breaks. So I'm feeling honestly not that bad. Do you know how many times people really do 24-hour fast and don't realize it because they're not like intentionally doing it, so they don't think about it? This is what I wanted to talk about earlier. It's pretty much a mind game when you're doing ones that are this like short, like 24 hours. Think about it. Have you ever been like, oh my God, I forgot to eat today? You've been so busy and you just didn't even eat anything, or you went to work and you forgot to bring your lunch and you don't eat breakfast in the morning. You know, a lot of people don't eat breakfast. You've always been told breakfast is the most important thing. And still, even on keto, a lot of people think you have to eat breakfast. You don't. Because if you're not hungry, do not eat. That is the rule. That is the rule that you have to reteach yourself. Don't eat if you're not hungry. Don't eat because you think that you need to eat 3 meals a day. Don't eat because you think that you need to meet your macros, or because whatever reason. If you're not hungry, you're not hungry. Don't eat. I'm trying to teach myself that, and some days I'm good at it, and other days I'm bored and I still find myself trying to eat when really I'm not hungry, or I'll eat at lunch when really I'm not hungry and I shouldn't. And I need to work on that. It's a learning process. I've only been doing this for 5 months. I'm not a professional. I learn things new about keto all the time. But I'm just saying, like, there's never a time in anybody's life where you've learned everything about something that you love, or that is a hobby, or that you are doing. There's always more to learn. You know, people who have been doing keto for years will plateau and they can't figure out why they're plateauing. You know, so everybody needs help, and that's not a problem to look it up or search for help. I don't know how I got on this. Sometimes I just talk and end up in different places. I really can't remember how I got on that, but so I'm not hungry really. It's a mind thing. It is definitely a mind thing. You're like, oh my God, I'm not eating until 6 p.m. tomorrow. It's definitely a mind thing. I will say this, it's much easier when you have a whole Instagram of people messaging you, you can do it, sending you positive messages. It's very helpful. And then, you know, like Keto Michelle, she keeps me in check. She sends me messages in my Facebook page. Ooh. And Keto Jinx, you know, just telling me I can do it. And then Jenny Girl sending me funny dog videos and to keep my mind off of it. It's very easy when you have a good support system. And if you don't have a support system, if you don't have anybody that in your life that supports you on your journey, on your keto diet, then there's plenty of people that will support you on your journey, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. There are so many kind-hearted and amazing, supportive people in the keto community. And I truly, truly believe that that is part of the reason why this diet lifestyle is so easy and something that I was finally able to succeed on. It's because of this community and these people. There's no shaming. At least I've not met anybody that has been in this community and has been shameful about one's weight or how much they're losing or their, anything, their size, anything. Everybody is so supportive, whether it be just a viewer or whether it be another YouTube channel. Incredibly supportive, sending over their followers to others. I absolutely love this community. It is one of the best things that could have happened to me at this time because I truly believe that it has helped me succeed. Now, for naysayers of people who do not believe in keto, who say it's bad for your heart, it's bad for your body, it's going to kill you, that's not good, it's not healthy to lose that much weight. Do they really know anything about it? No. They read one little article on like a Facebook that they were passing through or came upon in a magazine, watched some Jillian Michaels thing, which I'm sorry, but that woman, the only reason why she is against keto is because people don't need her to lose weight anymore. Look at their turnover rate. I'm not even going to get into that. Just saying. Her reasons for why keto is bad, and this is old news, but her reasons for why keto is bad do not even make sense. They're totally not true. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know where she got this. It's almost laughable as I'm fighting back a smile right now. But there are people out there and they are naysayers and they do not believe that you should be doing keto. I've talked to people on YouTube and on Instagram and stuff, and it's so sad that they say, like, my family is totally against what I am doing. They give me crap about it all the time. And it's like, okay, well, that's horrible. How can they not be supportive of you in your weight loss journey? If they were to do a little bit of research on it, then they would see it's not bad at all. I mean, if it's so bad, why would they recommend it to children with epilepsy to help control seizures? But I just think it's very interesting. If you think about all the processed foods that are out there that people are eating, all the sugar, all the man-made chemicals, everything in all of these foods, we did not eat like this when civilization was first around, like when humans were first put on earth. We did not eat like this. Everything is modified and grown, and nothing is natural, and it's like the soil is so depleted. It's crazy to think. Like, do these people really think like we always ate this way, that we always added all these chemicals into our, I don't know. It's mind-boggling, and frankly, I'm sort of shocked that, we're even allowed to create these foods and how they're even passed for people to consume, because some of them are so bad. Like, you hear all these things about nitrates, and it's like, oh my God. But I don't know. I've never thought about this kind of stuff before. I was the person who thought to myself, why would they allow us to eat this stuff if it wasn't bad for us? And then I started researching more and more when I was learning about keto and just learning about things in general. And it's like, this is wild. So, again, I just went off on a whole nother rant. Oh my God. I am sort of getting hungry right now. That's another good thing. People say when you're fasting, you reach some clarity, your mind becomes more clear. You know, it's kind of interesting. Fasting is an amazing thing. So if you don't know why it is good to fast, I'll kind of try to explain a little bit. So I don't do long fasts. I would like to eventually. I don't do it very often. I wanted to get more used to eating keto before I started doing more and more fasts. I do intermittent fasting, which I do not snack between meals. I try not to anyways. Most days. I do not snack in between meals. I stop eating at a certain time at night, and I do not eat again until usually I have my bulletproof coffee. So that is, of course, breaking a fast when I add everything into that coffee. And then I'll eat at lunch, and I'll have dinner, and then I'll stop. Like, it's a eating window. But eventually I would like to do longer fasts. You know, Keto Homestead, she does a lot of fasts, like 72-hour fasts. Mika, her fasting, I think she just almost was shy of like a week fast. And it's just wild to me. They're such strong women to be able to do that. I don't know if I would ever do that, ever be able to do that. I don't know. I'm not there yet. So things change. But why it's good to fast, it's very good, and it's very helpful to at least do intermittent fasting with keto, because you know, you're not spiking your blood sugar. Even if you're eating low carb foods, if you're snacking all the time in between and not intermittent fasting, then you know you are breaking your fast. And then the goal of keto is to keep your blood sugar at a dead line, you know, a solid line. You don't want to raise your blood sugar high every time. So when you're fasting, your body is actually repairing, and you're giving it a break from digesting all the time, digesting your foods and processing your foods through your body and working hard. When you're fasting, you're giving your body a break from that. You're letting your body have a nice, needed break. And it's good for you. And there's so many benefits of fasting. Like, I'm still learning all the benefits of fasting. It's crazy. And not very many people ever talk about this. You tell somebody that you're fasting, and what's their reaction? I'll tell you. So if I tell somebody that I'm fasting, why? That's their first question. Why? Why aren't you eating? Why would you not eat? So here's an example. Another coworker was fasting and told everybody that he was fasting. And then some ladies were talking to me, can you believe that he's fasting? That's not good. That's not good for weight loss. Like, you need to eat. You need to eat 3 meals a day. Yeah, on the standard American diet. And that's what everybody has always been programmed to know, is you have to eat 3 meals a day. It's the healthiest to eat 3 meals a day. Don't forget to have a nice big breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It should be the biggest meal of the day. And on and on and on and on and on. And I said, actually, fasting is not bad for you. It is actually good for you. And there's nothing wrong with fasting or doing intermittent fasting and in between your meals, or skipping a meal and fasting between that. Or some people even only do 1 meal a day. And they were just so shocked that I was agreeing with him. So today, I said, yeah, I'm fasting today. And they said, why? I said, well, it's a nice way to get you into a nice state of ketosis and to really like boost your weight loss and to kind of like reset your body if you're like stuck at some weight loss. It's a good, and it's just good for your body. Well, you need to eat. I'll eat tonight at 6 when I've done 24 hours. Well, aren't you hungry? Your stomach's not growling? No. I'm not depriving myself. I'm not starving. If I was over here starving and just like crying from hunger pains, that's different. That's starving yourself. There's a difference there. I am choosing to fast, and that's the judgment that is put on everybody, is that when you fast, it's like you're just purposely not eating, and that's an unhealthy thing. There's a difference between having an eating disorder where you don't eat because you're afraid to eat, because you're afraid of how it's going to affect your body, and not eating because you're letting your body have a chance to repair, and then choosing when your eating window is going to be. That's completely different. And to say that they're the same thing is completely wrong. And I hope I didn't offend anybody of the way that I worded that. It isn't an eating disorder, and fasting is not an eating disorder. Obviously, an eating disorder is not a choice by any means. Nobody chooses to have an eating disorder. At least I hope not. I don't want to get into all of that. I try to stay away from drama things. I mean, I'm not saying that that's going to create drama. You never know. I don't know. I just try to keep my channel just my thoughts and all of you guys and your thoughts. And yeah, this is a kind of a weird turn of events. I just wanted to talk about my feelings of fasting, and this is what has come out. So I am getting hungry, so I'm excited to go home. What am I eating today? I was planning on making egg roll in a bowl because it's super quick to make, but because I have fasted all day and now I'm getting hungry and I'm talking about it and I'm paying attention to it, because if you keep yourself busy and preoccupied, it's going to be so much easier. And if you drink plenty of water, put some salt in that water, man. Coffee, put some salt in your coffee. Put some salt under your tongue. Help with your food cravings. Pink Himalayan salt. I need a drink. I want one of those water bottles that has a little thing that comes down that you can put the fruit in and it makes your water taste good. One of those fruit diffusers or something. Not sure. I have this one that has this little mixy ball in it. Literally, I hardly ever use it. I use it when I like make a protein drink, which I don't do very often because I usually don't have a problem eating my proteins. Where was I at? I don't know. I have so many thoughts rushing through my head right now. Mental clarity. What am I gonna eat? So yeah, not sure. I don't know. I need to look at my money. I need to see how much money I have. Do I want to go buy something? Probably not. I need to eat what I have at home. I don't have the money to go out and buy something. Blah, 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 blah. I have to pay rent. I don't think my check was enough to pay rent. Okay, so basically I will get back on here when I'm about to break my fast, and I'll tell you how I'm feeling. So I have about 30, I have about 40 minutes until I get home. So I'll get back on here then. So this is what I'm breaking my fast with after I had that salami cheese roll. I have 6 game day wings from Meyer grocery store. They are not breaded. A tablespoon of ranch dressing, 2 green onions, and this garlic cheese from Cracker Barrel, some broccoli with salt, Himalayan pink salt, garlic powder, pepper, and a piece of, I think it was cheddar cheese. Marbled cheddar cheese melted on top, and a coconut LaCroix.